We just want to add the context now. So let's go further into what the president said. The president not only said charter change, but he also is starting to frame it as maybe economic provisions. We heard the Senate president himself, Tito Soto, saying that let's look at it from the perspective of empowering LGUs and the local government code and so on. But more and more, it seems, the context seems pretty clear. Pag-usapan natin charter change, pero yung federalism form of government is not on the table anymore.
Well, if they don't want to put it on the table, there is still a course of action for the people, you know.
What would that be?
The people's initiative is still open
Okay.
as a means, no?
Okay. Are you saying you're going to pursue that
We're looking at
even
it.
without the president backing up the
We're looking
effort?
still, in fact, during the 90-day election campaign, a lot of what we did, our organization, was to establish the network that we can rely on if we decide to go people's initiative.
By the way, you mean the group that was behind the new constitution, the proposed constitution?
Well,
Justice Puno?
our political party,
yes.
the groups that we've organized, the Bagong Sistema, Bagong Pag-asa Movement, Kamalayang Pinoy Movement, the Katipunan Party, plus all the other organizations on the ground that are pushing for federalism.
How many groups are there? Would you
Oh,
say?
there's so many.
Ballpark figure, how many?
There's over 100 groups. Some of them are based in just one province. Some are based in a region. Some are national in scope, no?
Okay.
Like you have Hugpong Federal Movement of the Philippines, which is a nationwide. You know that 3 weeks ago, I was supposed to go to Lucena to address a federalism summit. I wasn't able to go because there was a conflict in my schedule. But close to 10,000 people attended that summit in Lucena.
You're saying Hugpong is supporting the move toward federalism?
Hugpong Federal Movement. This is not the Hugpong ng pagbabago.
It's not the party.
This is a movement that was established in 2015.
It's not Sara
double-based.
Duterte's.
It's
Double-based.
double-based.
Yeah.
It's
But it's
double-based.
supported by the Duterte family? Or any member
I think
of the
so.
Duterte family?
Yes.
Sara, for example.
I don't know. I don't know for a fact if Sara is supportive of it.
You're
But
saying it's a completely different hugpong, not
yes,
Sara Duterte's hugpong.
this is not Hugpong ng pagbabago. This is Hugpong Federal Movement. No? So
So
there are so
based in
many.
Davao.
In fact, on social media, there are multiple organizations. Some of the candidates, the independent candidates that were with us during the campaign, have established other groups. Like we now have the Bayani ng Federalismo ng Pilipinas. I think they already have registered that with the SEC. And they are already presentation. I can monitor in social media how many people they have right now. They have the regional officers, provincial officers, municipal officers. We are organized that way.
Okay, hope springs eternal. But we have to set timelines here now.
Yes.
People's initiative, you say you're working on it, you have organizations working on it. Do you actually think, I want to go back to the statement of the president,
Yes.
that it's not going to happen, he thinks, in his lifetime.
lifetime.
Are you setting a timeline here? You think it's possible within the Duterte administration, considering all these statements from
Yeah,
the
we still have 3
president?
years.
You think that's enough?
Yeah, 3 years. I mean, the People's Initiative during FPR's time was what? 1.5 years.
Kasi you will gather signatures, someone will challenge it before the Supreme Court, sigurado.
Yes.
And then if ever it passes the Supreme Court, it will have to be presented to the people in a plebiscite,
Plebiscite, yes.
diba? By that time, kampanya na nun for that presidential election.
Not
You
only
think
that,
it's
you're
possible?
breezing through that small
Yes,
line of
very, very
passing
small.
through the Supreme
But
Court.
yes.
Yeah, para-
But remember that the decision in 2006 was 8-7. And the most resounding dissenting opinion then was issued by C.J. Puno. He wasn't Chief Justice then. But the dissenting opinion of C.J. Puno went something like this.
Yeah.
The power given by the people to Congress to amend or revise the Constitution or to a constitutional convention is merely a delegated power of the people.
Okay. Sir,
That is operating from the concept of sovereignty resides in the people and all government authority emanates from them. So with that, sabi ni CJ Puno, if it is delegated power, it doesn't mean that the people cannot exercise the power that they merely delegated to Congress.
Okay.
So they have the power to revise the Constitution.
Yes, sir. I think we all agree with that
according
anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, in the end, it is an option in the Constitution
Yes.
through people's initiative. Again, we go back to the question, would there still be enough time, given all the factors that they've enumerated na...
Presidential election,
may mag-i-election ng president. Di ba, typically,
At this
it's the
point,
best
actually,
time to
they've
do it
started
in the first 3
campaign.
years
First 3
of
years.
an administration, when you have a 6-year term na mahaba-haba yung balitaktakan.
Yeah,
Hindi
but,
naghahabol na.
You know, if we say that this is not time, that has always been our
Yeah, that's also
our
true.
excuse as a nation. That now is not the time. The nation is not ready. People are not ready. You know, we will never be ready for federalism under a unitary setup because precisely the unitary setup will not make you ready for federalism.
Yeah,
Will
Mr.
you try to
President-
convince the president to make another push for federalism, or have you given up?
Maybe he can be convinced.
Yeah.
Will you try to? I mean,
Well, we have to.